Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. It has been a very confusing 2-week period for anyone who has been following this on both sides. Now, for anyone who hasn't been following this, I'm going to very quickly catch you up to speed. So, 2 weeks ago, I was called out by Mr. Shane Isaac himself after I made a claim, apparently. This is an alleged claim that what he showed in his demo for the Earth 2 world was recreatable in 30 minutes. I apparently said that, quite clearly didn't. Here's the clip of what I actually said. So here we go. Biome index mapping. Sounds very technical. Incredibly technical indeed. This is a pioneered technology as well, by the way. It's, again, in literally every game that has a procedurally generated forest or world. Minecraft uses it. It is depending on the implementation you use, in Minecraft it is a color graded image that colors the chunks. So let's say you've got the world map, all the chunks in Minecraft. Let's say there's 32 chunks by 32 chunks. They have a 32 image by 32 image. And they color each one of those pixels to indicate the biome that it is. Again, these are pretty much standard in all game engines. You can do these out of the box. 30 minutes maybe to set one up. So, as you can see, I claimed that biome indexing would take 30 minutes. So, this man already cannot read. He cannot listen to things. He cannot comprehend the meaning of a sentence. But all that aside, I took the challenge that he offered, which was 7 days to recreate what Earth 2 claimed they had. Now, the issue was never about the thing that they claimed they had. The issue was about the fact that they claimed that they had it. They claimed all of these new proprietary things, which were quite clearly not. So I took the challenge anyway, and I believed that I had completed it, as did many, many people. Here are the results. This poll was created by somebody in the Earth 2 community. I posted it in my Discord, and it was posted numerous times throughout the week in the Earth 2 Discord. So the Earth 2 community have also voted on this matter. And as you can see, an 85.88% win for me. Now, of course, none of this matters because Shane was going to decide the winner anyway. I already knew from the beginning that I would never be getting the prize money because the goalposts were so easy to move, and by the way, he did. To the point that when I posted my last video, he immediately posted why I'd failed and realised that, shit, this kind of condemns me because we also haven't proven this either. And within about 3 seconds, removed this comment. And this is where things took a real turn for the worst for Earth 2. And we delve into this realm of weirdness here. Due to the events that followed my challenge completion and posting of my results, the best thing that they could have done at this point was say nothing, do nothing, and pay up the money, right? That would have been best case scenario for Earth 2. However, in my video, I challenged Shane back. And I said, if you decline my win, you need to prove that you can do the things that you asked me to do. Because you already have these things, right? So showing that you have them and proving legitimacy should be incredibly easy, you would think. It took 7 days. Well, in fact, I think it was 9 days in the end. It took 9 days for Shane to come back with a response video, which I find to be quite strange. Because if I've proven that a demo can be made in 7 days, and then it takes you 9 days to come back with a response proving that you have the thing that I made in 7 days, that's a bit fishy. The results just don't really meet in the middle. They don't track. So Shane put up a premiere a day early, hyping people up for this video, and it was touted on Twitter as the video that I wouldn't want my fans to see. Boy, was that a mistake to say, because my fans loved this video that Shane put out, but for all the wrong reasons for Shane. This video had a description that was trying to drag me through the dirt and just discredit me, and to a certain degree also try and insult me. An hour later, the description changed. and removed any insults towards me, any name dropping and dragging me through the dirt, and the description became very civil, which I found to be a little strange during the premiere. But then Shane actually started talking to me in the live chat while it was ready, on the countdown for the premiere, and was also being incredibly civil towards me, even going as far as taking some of my feedback on their advertisements and how they are misleading, as well as also saying that he'd be open for a one-on-one call on or off the record with myself. This was a massive shift in narrative in the space of an hour, and I was talking to a few of my moderators in voice chat, and I had suggested that potentially, after them listing this and starting the countdown, they realised that this video was going to torpedo hard, and that they really wanted to kind of build up the burnt bridges and reconstruct the narrative of what this is going to be. This is going to be their response to my challenge failure, apparently, and their proof that they can do what they claimed. Oh boy, was that a mistake. This video did the opposite. So some of the claims that I had made is that the technology that they asked me to make, they didn't even have themselves. And even further, I had said in a video that all of the footage we have seen to date has been rendered. And Shane, in a video, said, "Oh yeah, you think we've just been rendering stuff? Haha, no." And then he shows some in-engine footage in this video. This video was 45 minutes. Like, a good 37 of those minutes was literally just clips from my video prior to it. So there was only really 5 minutes of meaningful stuff. Well, I say meaningful and I use that very loosely. First of all, I want to address something that Shane said. Shane said that if we had met under different circumstances, that we would be nerding out and chatting together about games and just having a good time. And you know what? I absolutely do agree with him. I'm the sort of person that will talk to anyone. If you are kind to me, I'm kind to you. If you're straight up with me, I'm straight up with you. You're honest with me, I'm honest with you. So I don't disagree with him at all. But the circumstances under which we did meet never needed to happen, because this all revolves around me saying, I don't believe this is real, and Shane coming back saying, you make it then. If Shane had simply proven to me that I was wrong, which we want to be proven wrong, right? And we will change our opinions based on what has been proven to us. If he'd have just proven legitimacy, none of this scenario would have unfolded. Now, I believe they did this as a marketing ploy to get more eyes on the project when I inevitably failed the challenge, but they weren't prepared for the eventuality that I would complete it. And this is where it spirals truly out of control. So, in this video, Shane shows off their world terrain rendering system in-engine, which is what I'd asked them to do, so fair play. Congratulations for doing that. But there's an issue. Them doing this has revealed exactly what my concerns were. There was artifacting all over the terrain. There was literally height map data of trees projected into sand as terrain. So their claim that they have eradicated artifacting from height map data, false. Next up, they also said they had a 50,000 kilometers per hour travel distance on a camera. A lot of people in my Discord found the location they used on Earth. Undeniably, they did find it. And yeah, they did some maths. Multiple people did the maths and all came out to the fact that it was only going 20 to 22,000 kilometers, despite their display saying 50,000 on the dot. That's two things now that he has disproven. And then the big one, the monumental one, which I feel is truly egg thrown back on their face. The level of detail of their project. In their buggy demo, in their world, fly-through demo, which I claimed was rendered, and they said irrefutably, no, it is not. It had a gorgeous level of detail, and nobody denied that. I myself didn't critique that. However, the engine that they showed today with the footage that they showed was a totally different engine, totally different level of detail. It looked like Microsoft Flight Simulator, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's not what they showed.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
It was fairly choppy when moving around over the terrain, which it wasn't in the previous video. And they also never zoomed in close enough. They were trying to hide the crimes of the artifacting in their terrain. Not to mention that the water shader that they used in their video was the same water shader I used in mine. You know, the one that they mocked me for using. This video was truly an absolute torpedo to their credibility. Now, I'm not saying everyone, but quite a lot of people from the Earth 2 community have come out and said, Shane, this doesn't look good. You are confirming the YouTuber's suspicions. You're not disproving them. You're actually bolstering their case against you. And this goes hand in hand with something else that Shane had done. That buggy video, and by buggy video, I mean the terrain video they show off where they're driving a buggy around on it, got unlisted mysteriously before this video went out. And I wonder why that is. Now, I believe in that video, they said that this is technology and this is a live demo of what they have been working on for the last year. Shane then goes on Twitter to say, no, that you saw was 1.5 developers over 1 month. So which one is it? Because there's very conflicting statements here. And then Shane's backfired failure of a response video led to so much more criticism than he could have ever expected. The Lord and Saviour himself, Asmongold, picked up on this and practically tore this to shreds.
Is it possible that with a few more people, Callum could have precisely replicated what Earth 2 showed in their devlog using the tech?
The fact that you can get that close within a week probably indicates that this kind of shit is not as impressive as they make it out to be. I think that's really what he's trying to get at, and it seems fucking obvious.
Straight up calling it a scam. Now, of course, the Earth 2 community can't accept that for what it is, which is one guy's opinion. They have to go ahead and say, no, this is good. This is more eyes on the project. Yes, when you Google Earth 2 now, the first video that comes up is a man with 1 million subscribers and millions of views telling you, do not invest a penny in this, you fucking idiots. It's a scam. Your community, Shane, seems to be stuck in this loop of no publicity is bad publicity. And they're dragging you down with it. Aside from that, Barnacles Nerdgasm, another very large YouTuber, went on a rampage on Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch about the exact same thing, saying he doesn't understand how people are falling for this monumental scam. You have picked up the attention of millions more people, but for the wrong reason. And your fan base is touting this as a reason to celebrate. Now, I felt that I didn't even have to make a follow-up video, this video in question, because my fans and the other fans of other YouTubers that have been covering this are fully aware of the circumstances from your video. Your video torpedoed hard. Your video had, at the time of me last checking, this video had 5,800 views with 5,180 dislikes that were revealed from the dislike plugin. How can you make a response video, be so cocky about it, and claim it's going to end the YouTubers? We don't want our fans to see this. And then have it torpedo. It was basically a homing missile that went exactly where it was meant to, right back home. I just don't get it. This whole scenario to me has just shown that all of this is Earth 2's Hail Mary. Their statistics on Alexa.com have hit rock bottom. It's clear that they're pushing out a substantial amount of advertisements, which is fine. But because of how misleading they are, the bounce rate on their website at the time of me checking was 58%. Now, the time metric for this changes depending on who's measuring it, but I believe for them, the metric is in the first 10 seconds. If somebody clicks on that website and leaves in the first 10 seconds, that's a bounce. 58 to 59% of users, not even users, of people that are finding this project are clicking on an advertisement that says, build your drone and battle it out. A play to earn in the world of Earth 2. Then they're clicking on it and they're seeing a spreadsheet that's asking them for money for JPEGs of a picture of their house that they already own. And you're wondering why this is happening. You've already roped in all the gullible people. You're now trying to rope in the gamers and you're not managing to do it because gamers are not stupid. They see right through this. You cannot piss on them and tell them it's raining, which is exactly what you've been doing for the last year. However, I will say this. Shane, I will take you up on your offer on a one-to-one call because I just have so many questions and so many things that I'd like to talk to you about, because many people seem to think that it's an us versus them situation. It's not. It's really not. People want to get involved in tribal warfare. over this, that's not on me. In Shane's video, he claims that people were sending him death threats and saying they were going to shoot him. Obviously, I have never tried to incite this sort of behaviour, and I don't believe that it's my community that is responsible for this. They seem to be a level-headed bunch. However, I don't agree with it, and it's not okay. So, if you are the sort of person that is doing that or thinking of doing it, don't do that. It's wrong, there's no need. So yeah, I would like to talk to Shane about this, because it is just genuinely intriguing to me. That moment before the video went live in the Premier's live chat is the only interaction that I've ever had with Shane. Ever. We've never interacted. So, I think it would be good for both communities if me and him do sit down and have a chat, either on the record or off the record, and just discuss the issues surrounding this project. Because there are a lot of big issues, whether Shane wants to publicly admit it or not. There are some massive issues. Anyway, ladies and gents, this is a response that I wasn't really going to make, but I felt that after all the recent things, it's necessary, right? It's me trying to close the door on the 10k challenge and give you my final words on the 10k challenge. Now, Shane has said that he will be doing a charity giveaway. Obviously, he's not going to give me the money, so he has elected people to vote on a charity of our choice. Now, I pitched a recommendation. I thought if I'm not getting the money, I at least want it to go somewhere good. And my choice is currently winning, the Child's Play charity. They give children who are spending a long time or life in hospitals games and consoles to play with, secondhand. But either way, it's something for them to do to kill the boredom. And this is also a perfect opportunity for Shane to live up to one of his lifelong promises. Because if this charity wins and he does give them money, Shane will have officially been able to give at least one child a game to play. Ladies and gents, thank you so much for watching. As always, it has been a pleasure to have you here. As always, a massive thank you to the patrons. You guys are absolutely legends. And last of all, don't worry, a Nightmare World devlog is coming very soon. We've had some exciting developments, new systems have been made, and we even did a live demo in my Discord yesterday. Until then, take care.